Hey everybody, welcome to Lex's World. How's it going? As you guys can see, I'm a little bit baked over here, and that's because I have spent my morning sitting right here on this couch, refreshing my memory on all the best stoner movies out there. How High, Half Baked, Big Lebowski, and so on and so forth. And I've determined my three favorite stoner comedies that I think you guys should check out. And while I was refreshing my memory, I was also using this right here, the latest arrival in my mailbox. This is the Fez Herbal Vape. So I'll tell you guys my impressions of it, seeing as I've spent the whole morning befriending this thing. And we'll also go over my three big movie picks, so stick around. So first to the matter of this vape right here, as I said, it's the Fez. It is a dry leaf vaporizer according to the box. However, when I opened the box, it did arrive with this jar, this dabbing tool, and this little chamber that appears designed to go inside the bowl and be used as an extract chamber. So I think that this thing can also be used for extracts, but it's a little bit unclear to me. And also this chamber right here is not stainless steel. It's some kind of hardened aluminum, so I'm not sure if I would use this for extract. This vape is actually quite good, but it had a lot of packaging and marketing mysteries of this type that I'd like to point out. First off, as far as the features, it's pretty standard. It's a 2600 milliamp hour battery. It comes with a charger and a wall adapter. It's a pen style vape, but it's large, so sort of a mix between convection and conduction. And it's got three different temperature settings. You just hold the button for 2 seconds, it turns on, and then there's three: red, green, and orange. And basically the three settings are 356 Fahrenheit, 370 Fahrenheit, and 385 Fahrenheit. Those are the three. And I had to dig a little bit into that because if you go on their website or look at their box, you're actually going to find slightly different numbers. Anyway, it takes about 55-60 seconds to heat up, and then it's all done, and it's a simple pull draw. So not a bad vape, but it confused me greatly because as far as its packaging and its marketing, there were some mixed messages I had to clarify with the manufacturer. For instance, on the back of this box, it says, we've given you the ultimate freedom from your charger with over 2,000 puffs per charge. Maybe 2,000 puffs for the life of the battery. This kind of implies per individual charge. And there's a lot of stuff like this. But interestingly, as a vape, this green light shows it's ready. It's a pretty decent one. You just pull back, the draw is easy, and you release, and it heats up fast and lasts a long time. Yeah, all good. So I've been using this all morning, as you guys may be able to tell, and I've watched three stoner movies back to back, and these were the three that I watched that I now want to say, in this order, are from the third to the best stoner comedy. The number one stoner comedy to me is 2004's Harold and Kumar Go to White Castle. This thing stars Kal Penn as Kumar and John Cho as Harold. And basically it's a couple stoners, they're sitting on the couch, they see a commercial for hamburgers, and they decide to leave the house and go find this restaurant that serves these delicious tiny burgers. And hilarity ensues. They run into Neil Patrick Harris, they get into all sorts of trouble, and it's really funny, and it spawns several sequels. So that is my first pick. Harold and Kumar Go to White Castle. It's the number three choice as far as I'm concerned. My second choice is 2008's Pineapple Express. Now, this stars Seth Rogen and James Franco. Obviously, there had to be a Seth Rogen movie on this list because he's done so many of the stoner comedies in the last 15 years or so. But in Pineapple Express, he plays Dale Denton, who is a process server, which means he gets stoned all day, drives around. And what does he do? He serves people with their legal papers until one day he's supposed to serve papers to this gangster and witnesses a murder. And then him and his dealer, who's James Franco, are on the run from this gangster. And they have to survive and they have to save themselves. And they basically have to stop him from killing any more people. And again, genuinely funny movie. And I felt that it didn't overplay stoner humor into the ridiculous, and it actually was realistic to the types of humor that might occur when you're really, really baked with your buddies. So I thought it was good for accuracy, and of course, that was the movie where it really popularized the cross joint. And now for my number one pick, which of course comes with a ton of my personal bias. This was one of the first movies I ever owned on DVD. I think I watched it for the first time when I was like 15, 16, and I thought it was super funny back in the day, and I've seen it many times since. Are you ready? Here it comes. Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back 2001. This was a really, really funny movie. It took place in the Clerks universe. There were tons of cameos. It ended up spawning a sequel called Jay and Silent Bob Reboot that came out just a few months ago. Kevin Smith and Jason Mewes are Jay and Silent Bob, and they are really, really funny. A little bit of 90s humor, and they run into some more 90s celebrities like George Carlin and Jason Lee and stuff like that. But the gist of the plot is that they are two stoners who live in New Jersey. However, there's a movie being made about their alter egos, Blunt Man and Chronic, and they have to go to Hollywood to stop the movie from being made because for some reason they believe that this movie would be a bad thing for all of their reputations, which doesn't really make sense. The storyline for this movie doesn't add up a whole lot. Actually, all three of my picks have not the best storylines, but there you go. They are all super funny, and I recommend you check them out. Now, obviously, there's a ton of movies I didn't mention. Honorable mentions go out to all the Cheech and Chong movies, all of Seth Rogen's other movies, like This Is the End, and the one with the living vegetables. That was quite a stoner movie for sure. There you go, guys. Those are my top three picks. Obviously, they're a bit different for everybody, so let me know your top three picks. And otherwise, make sure you're subscribed, hit that like button, and next episode, we're gonna stop taking it so easy and get back to business.